We're just 2 days away from the possible Verizon iPhone event. Rumors of a new iPhone antenna design are out in the blue, and some more iPhone 4 bugs seem to be surfacing. All this and more coming up right now. Hello everybody, I'm Jaime Rivera and welcome to the Pocketnow iReview, the show where we go through all this week's cool and the not so cool inside the world of Apple's iOS devices. Let's start off this week with the cool. Now, Verizon's inviting everybody to attend the Frederick P. Rose Hall in New York City's Lincoln Center on Tuesday, January 11, 2011 at 11 a.m. Yes, a lot of 11s there, to talk more about wireless stuff. Now, our biggest bet is that this has to be the Verizon iPhone launch, which has also been confirmed by the Wall Street Journal. Now, our biggest bet is that since this is not going to be an Apple event, then this won't be really a change or a significant change to the iPhone 4. Given Apple really does all the significant launches and all the carrier variants have not really seen Apple presence. So we'll see what happens in the end. We're not really sure if this will just be a Verizon iPhone 4 or if it'll be called the Verizon iPhone and just that, or it could probably be the iPhone 5 or the Verizon iPhone V, having the V stand for 5 in Roman numerals. So we'll see what happens in the end. Now, a video and some images have surfaced of a new antenna design that we'll probably see in the next generation iPhone. The changes are not really significant, just as we'd expect that the next generation iPhone won't really change much from the current one, and we just see that the black marks of the antenna have moved from one side to the next. We really don't know if this new antenna design will be better or if it will not bring any antenna gate issues yet, but then again, it seems that Apple is really working on it, so we'll see what happens in the end. We'll probably see these changes coming up in June, though we're not sure if we'll actually see these antenna designs coming into the Verizon iPhone, so stay tuned. Now, I've said it in the past, jailbreakers have all the fun. Now this time they figured out how to get the Android project to bring Gingerbread, Android 2.3, to work on the iPhone 3G if you have it jailbroken. Sadly, this will only work on the older model, so if you still keep it, you could probably just use it to port Android. Now, in my case, I would love to see iPhone 4 with Gingerbread or Honeycomb in the future. I would consider that to be the perfect smartphone in my personal opinion, but again, that will be my personal opinion. If you're still interested in the iPhone 3GS as a budget device, or probably just to give it to one of your kids or something, you'll be happy to know that AT&T now has it at $49 after the 2-year contract if you go buy it. Now, call this the lamest way to compete to people not leaving AT&T to go to Verizon for the iPhone? Yeah, it is. But again, it's a budget device and it's still working on the new iOS releases, so go get it if you're still interested. Okay, one of the cool things about CES, probably the only one we actually saw that had iPhone mentioned on it, was having Ralph de la Vega say that they'll be offering a, LTE iPhone as of next year, which would be 2012. Now, we're getting really close to the not so cool section, and I actually intended to leave this last because why do we have to wait so long? I mean, why didn't we get the LTE version of the iPhone right here on June as we usually expect? So I guess we'll call this one the iPhone 4S, and for speed probably dual core, we never know, and probably just wait for the iPhone 4G, in 2012. That does it for the cool. Let's continue on with the not so cool. The VLC Media Player is one of the favorite media players out there because it'll have different formats work on your iPhone. Sadly, it got pulled from the App Store because it seems that their general public license has some sort of infringements with the App Store, something we actually knew a couple of months back. But if you downloaded the application, it'll still work, but if you're interested in getting it, you'll sadly not be able to. We really don't know what to expect, not really sure if it'll be out there in the future. Given that it happened mostly close to the same with Google Voice in the past, we could expect it to be back soon. Or again, you could just jailbreak your device and get it, easily. And while some iOS bugs have surfaced apparently, we have reports of people complaining of, the software keyboard giving them issues when they're typing, and apparently they're getting different letters to what they were intending to type. Other people have been complaining about the home button not working sometimes. Other times it seems that they double tap for multitasking, or when their phone is locked and they want to pull up the music controls and it's not working. I've had that specific bug happen to me, and the way I solved it was by resetting the device. So our advice is to reset your device for now, as soon as waiting for Apple to get it solved with some software update. Not really sure when that will be though. And while a woman made news recently because she apparently got fired for being late, and her excuse for being late was that her iOS alarm did not wake her up. Remember that bug that's been happening. And well, we read a lot of your comments, and we do understand that it's really hard for people to get fired just because they're late once. And yeah, we're in high season of sales, so a lot of companies are skeptical about employees being late, and they're just pretty much firing people. That's another option. But then again, it's really sad to see somebody lose their job in this economy. And again, you know, first of all, go to Radio Shack and get a physical alarm clock for now, because Steve-O, we really need for you to figure that one out, man. That's it for this week's show. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. That's it for now.